Hello, everybody. This was last minute, so don't know if any of my peeps are still up on the East Coast, but I was excited because my one deck came in, and I thought I would open and share with everybody. Boo! Hey, Jax, I didn't know if anybody would be up over there on the other side. Well, the other side of the country. I mean, out the other side. We don't want you on the other side just yet, my dear. My cards came in. I just finished having dinner, and I tell you, these folks that work for Amazon and deliveries, they really deserve kudos for uh, for what they do. Delivering at night, decompressing after my brother visited, gaming and listening. You're gaming. Well, oh my gosh, Magus is showing up here too again. I got my other deck. Well, a couple more that are coming in. And oh, what a! I hope the deck isn't this big. Ooh, I was excited. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow, so I just wanted to pop on. Oh, I had leftovers, and God Almighty, I ate too much again. Whew, leftovers are the leftovers are just as good as but oh, that apple pie and the ice cream did me in. Oh, so goody. It's just mostly, the big box for the book. It's good to see you again too. Um, oh, well, so my Seasons of the Witch, Winter Tarot, A Journey Through Yule and Imbolc is here. I need some more Apollo. You mean some of this, my dear? Let me, maybe we can do a virtual smudge for you. Okay, there we go. Hey, Beth. Oh, you love that deck. I wrote a review of it. Very cool. So here we go, Jax. For everybody, some internet smudging. Just imagine it all going to your place. When I light up, this is the only thing I light up. This is my sage and my Palo Santo. Or my incense burners or my candles. But yes, wow, it's hard to memorize stuff, but oh my God, look at this. The book is glossy. It's beautiful. The artwork is in color. Even the pages are decorated. Oh, the design. Oh, how lovely. Now, if you told me a year ago I was going to be getting this, or these books, like the Seasons of the Witch with the Folk, I would have been like, no, not my jam. But lately it has become my jam. And just like Valerie and I were talking about, the boxes that aren't hard to open, look, it does the same thing. It doesn't go down all the way. So it's just a nice little pull. And the inside of the box. And the inside. And wait till y'all see this. Well, Beth, you know what it looks like. But this gilding. Are y'all ready for this gilding? I was like, yes, please, when I saw the flip through. Also, when she did the... So, first of all, this beautiful... It has little wolves on it. Or foxes. Foxes and birds. Ooh. So, are you ready all for this gilding? Check this gilding out. Oh my God. Is that not gorgeous? And yes, some of the reviews said that there might be a little bit of a stick to some of these, but oh my God, y'all, I cannot tell you how gorgeous this is. I like a fancy box, but sometimes then I remind myself when a deck like this is mass marketed, that takes paper, that takes trees. So I really hope these companies, Rockpool, Blue Angel, U.S. Games, Los Carabeo, Llewellyn, that they are recycling and using recycled materials for, let's see, Heather, FYI. Wait a minute, what's this? Here, it's hidden behind something here. Gilding only applies to gold. Oh, I've heard other people mention it as gilding. Well, oh well, the shimmer of it all, the blue. I don't know. I want to call it the blue gilding. I was going to be rebellious, but I get it. And the backs. Now I like these backs a lot better than I do the Seasons of the Witch backs. To me, they're a little boring, but this is very. Oh, it's edging. Oh, okay. Beth has schooled me, y'all. I have been schooled. I was an editor. Yeah, gotcha. Hockey, aki, aki, ak, I. What? Gitchy, ya, ya, da, da. um, that's all I could think of when I saw that. Gitchy, ya, ya, here. Oh, God. Mocha chocolata, ya, ya. So, anyway, what does the fox say? Oh, my God, that song was awful. The video, oh, yeah. But isn't this edging beautiful? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, Beth, thank you. So I learned something new today. Well, something somewhat new. Like, well, I kind of sort of knew some of the stuff Val was sharing for those who, you know, were watching me earlier with Val. Um, that was a fun show. We pulled cards on the Atlas meteor and also the moon. And according to what Val channels from her guides and stuff, quite an interesting discussion on the whole moon theory. Kristen, you're here too. So, well, it is Friday night. So I guess people on the East Coast will be up. Kristen, I got my Seasons of the Witch tarot. And look at this beautiful edging. I gotta stop calling it gilding because gilding applies to gold. So look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Ooh, ooh, ooh. So who wants to see the cards? And I hope everybody who I didn't see earlier in the Friday show, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, Tofuki Day, whatever you want to, whatever you call it. Um, it was nice. I just had some leftovers and whew, I was like, do I really want to do a live? And I'm like, yes, I want to show everybody my deck. So me, I haven't seen the deck yet. So, alrighty, the Winter Fool. It's a little hard to see, but that's why I was kind of looking at some of these cards, going, well, maybe if they had made some of the values on some of them a little more contrasted, but still, I like this. So we've got the Winter Fool, and she's ready to walk through. I love the gateway into winter. Isn't that something? So we're going from fall, and she's heading towards winter. Makes me almost kind of feel like uh, the story, Lewis, the Narnia story, where they walk through the boudoir and they walk into another world in a different time period. I keep wanting to say bed knobs and broomsticks, but that's a Disney movie. That's not the right one. I feel so heavy tonight. Oh, okay, because you feasted. Ooh, so when you said heavy, I was just like making sure that you were okay, girl. Line the witch in the wardrobe. Thank you. Oops. There we go. Thank you. And thank you. And I love Tijana Lukovic's art. The folk art makes me so happy. I use the deck every day. Beth, too bad you don't do shows. I would love for you to come on and talk about the deck shares and what you like about it and share our favorite cards and everything. So, but well, seeing I've got peeps hanging out with me tonight. So this isn't going to be called the traditional tarot. It's a tarot, but the names are going to be different. So for the The Magician, we have the Winter Witch. She's fabulous. And again, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see a lot of the foxes. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm hoping whenever I decide on my laptop when I can get it. Still keeping an eye out for sales. And the High Priestess is the Winter High Priestess. It'll have a better camera. I just love that. To me, this makes me feel like the Three of Cups, but this is the Winter High Priest. No, excuse me. You can tell I just had apple pie with some butter pecan ice cream melted over it. Well, warmed over it. But this is the Winter High Priestess. Also gives me a feeling of maiden, mother, and crone, but there's no crone, but okay, sort of, but I don't care. It's just beautiful. So it's going to be not necessarily a traditional. Um, and we were I was just talking last Monday about the Kalach Bera. And look at that. There she is. That is a beautiful card. That would be her. I love that. And it could also represent the Morrigan. There's the beautiful blackbird crow. And there's the skulls. Just love, 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 love. And then we have the Winter Emperor. And I love the face in that. Reminds me of the New Hampshire's Old Man in the Mountain. Although, at least I got to see it. But Old Man in the Mountain eventually fell. So he is no longer there. And Beth also says, what's interesting is that the other 3 seasonal decks will designate the season on the titles too. So I guess you can combine decks for different energies. Yes, girl. Or I should say women. So yes, woman, I hear that. Most definitely. Oh, the Winter Hierophant. A Hierophant I can get behind. Very, very nice. All these wonderful new decks I'm getting. The Winter Lovers. And I love how it's non-traditional. It's like, how many times do we need to see 2 naked people under an angel? I like this. He's out in the woods and she's inside reading her book, her spells, her grimoire, her book of shadows. So I love that. Ooh, and here we have the Chariot. She's being drawn across the sky by 2 swans. I love swans. Oh man, look in my life. Yep, I'm a lot like you were. Yes, girl. Most definitely. Oh, and don't forget the oh, see, when I get excited about music, I end up forgetting people. Not Dan Fogarty. The one from Creedence Clearwater Revival. Fogarty. The old man is down the road. So we have that one there too. And we have Winter Strength, and that gave me Narnia vibes too when I saw the flip through. I know it's supposed to be a one of the Narnia ones had a polar bear dinner. Was that the Golden Compass that Kidman was in? But anyway, this definitely gives me Narnia vibes as well. And it also reminds me of the version of the 12 Dancing Princesses that came out when I was a little girl. Every time I go to a bookstore and stuff, I've got my eye out for that book. I would love to find the one that I grew up on so I can get a copy of it for myself. The Golden Compass. I think the book explains that in that lover's card, the woman has chosen to be alone. Very cool. When I start doing readings, I'm going to have to. People say, oh, I don't read the book. Why not? Yes, we know the basics. We all do. But why not share what the author took time to write, to share the insight? I mean, let's see. Had the polar bears with the armor. Svalbard. No, I did not read. I really enjoyed the subtle knife. No, my tastes have changed. Right now, I have 9 books to read. I got all the original covers, almost pretty much all the original covers of the Walker Papers. by C.E. Murphy that started out in 2005. And so that's what I'm going to be reading all winter. I can't wait to get caught up with the ones I've already read and then further read the following stories. She inspires me, and I'm trying to get that laptop too so that I can start typing my story and start saving it. I got to, that's a goal. I have got to finish a novel. I got to see it all the way through, stop changing it every time I get another idea, and just finish it and print it through, publish it through Amazon. So I can say at least you know, I've written and published one of my novels. The Lover's Card is ultimately about choosing the right path for yourself. Very interesting the way they describe cutting through a layer of reality and walking through it. Well, isn't that kind of what we do when we meditate? And, for some of us, I know it's very easy to um, access the astral plane. Well, for some of us, like myself, it's not. Um, yep, I was looking at Best Buy and Aces. You know what is so funny? That's my sign right there. You just confirmed for me because I've been looking at Hewart, Dell. I came across a deal on Asos's website, except it said in stock. And when I went to go buy it, then it said out of stock. But Tom, Early Ritual, has been helping me the last few days. I keep finding laptops, I keep sending them to him. What do you think about this one? Is this a good brand? Does this look about right? And so, yeah, thank you. He told me Asus is a solid brand, and what he says is nice about Asus is that the Dell and the Hewlett Packards, their metal can be kind of plasticky and kind of cheap, whereas he said Asus is much more of a solid casing, for the laptop. He says it's much better made. I just bought a new laptop. No more slamming my A. Why is it, Kristen, the A key? That's the one that I have a problem with this thing. That A key, if I don't press it hard enough, it skips it. It's what a pain in the ass. So that's what we got, Vin. It's a champ. There we go. Let's see. Check out The Dove Keepers by Alice Hoffman. She thinks you'll like it. And she says, okay, because I know, Kristen, you are looking for book referrals for the winter. Yes, that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I kind of like. Maybe they'll have something on Monday. Try not to rush in because I was already in debt. One car's got six plus grand on it, and another one that I'm paying off on a loan has got like $4,000 on it. So Heather's kind of got to, Ronan Boyle. Who is Ronan Boyle? Not sure who that is. But The Winter Hermit. Oh, look at that beautiful wife. Doesn't that make you think of the one from Harry Potter? His he thought that was his father coming to him. Again, it's this time at night. I'm all excited and my brain is fogging. But yeah, that stay came to him in the woods to help save him. The Winter Wheel, and I love The Wheel is an old. Too bad this wasn't read because I grew up in Williamsville with a mill at the park, Glen Falls, and it was when I was a little girl still working, and it was a cider mill, and we were taken in there one day on a field trip and given cider and everything, and then over the years they shut it down and businesses have moved in there. But yeah, I love the mills. Just too bad that wasn't read. And let's see. It's based on the true historic fortress Masada. Hoffman had gone to the Middle East and was inspired when she saw a lapis necklace that belonged to one of the women from that time. Ooh, nice. Have you noticed the fox in a lot of the cards? So far in this one, I have. Is there something that you want to share, Beth, that I may not know? Because I haven't even looked or read through the book. I just immediately was like, oh, I got to share this with everybody. Now I got winter consequences. So I am wondering, oh, because numbers, I'm still having issues with numbers. Consequences, I'm thinking that's the devil. There's the winter wheel, the winter consequences. So this is going to be almost kind of like it's a tarot, but it's going to be something. This is going to add an extra layer. Now I just love the fox. Yeah, fox is supposed to be one of my totems too. That's the name of the book. I'll send you some info. It's 3 parts based off the Celtic lore. Wow. From Reno 911. I almost watched that once. We started watching another show called Bosch. And Mimi Rogers. Has she aged? I was just like, oh my God, that's Mimi Rogers. But so far, it's a pretty good show. And we're just about ready to finish the last season of Castle. It's just too bad that knowing that those two didn't get along at the end or somewhere in the midst of filming because they had such great chemistry. He writes comedy. Gotcha. Yes. I love Brooklyn 999. We watched because we don't have cable, so we have to watch what is free. And sometimes we start watching something, and then they'll say, "Nope, locked out. You have to buy it now or rent it to watch." And I'm like, "Oh, come on." That's what happened to me when I was watching Numbers. I was like, "Yes, I get to finally see the whole series." And then we go to watch it, and one day, boom, it's out of the blue. It's locked. Same thing with the Dead Zone. My dad loved that show, Bosch. Did he really? I wonder. I was just like, oh, I should tell him about Bosch. This one here is Bosch: The Legacy. So I'm assuming from what some of the previews were, one of the very first episode, that there must have been another. But we watched oh, because there's been so many emergency shows with firemen, first responders and stuff. But the one that had Heather's brain is not working tonight. Not Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It had Bosco in it, and it had Nieto was in it. That's the character's name. His name was Nieto, real ass. But he grew on you. The guy Doc, I can't think of it. It was ER for you. Okay. Hi Mona, how are you? Um, I'll think of it. So we have the Winter Hanged Man. Now, if they're going to use a woman, I wish they would just say Hanged Woman. Hill Street Blues. That's going back. Yeah. And a little, footnote here, a little fun fact, the show from the 90s, Homicide: Life on the Streets, that was actually written by a alumni of Buffalo State where I went, and when I was working in the archives, I got to see some of the original scripts and notes and stuff written on it that was donated to the archive department. We have Winter. There's the death card, kind of tiny, interesting, but I do like the animal bones. Oh, I see. Now it's her face coming up out of the water. There we go. And that's her little skull on top of it. So that could be at the Morgan too. The washer at the Ford. My dad loved that show. We got the series box set. We were watching it. Ah, so good memories. Winter Temperance, standing on the ice. I just wish, and some people have also said this, if only this border was more, if the image went to the edge, no border. For me, that, or if they could have just reversed and made the border black and then did the font and the numbers in in white. That would have been nice. Though this isn't actually white, it's coming up white, but it's a very light blue. So there we go. We got the so this is the Winter Devil. Okay. I bet you that other one was the Hierophant. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to have to read the book. The Tower. And people say, well, Heather, you don't know the numbers yet for the major arcana. Sometimes for me, it is hard remembering numbers, and I transpose, so I can have problems. Yes. There's the Tower, and there's the Winter. Oh, look at the Winter Star. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Love, love. And yes, all the foxes. And the new, oh, so we got the new moon instead of the full moon, or, the moon card, we got the beautiful new moon. Hi, Judith. How are you, my dear? I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving and a fun and safe Black Friday. We have midnight. Oh, so we are going to have to, I'm going to have to read the books and put notes on there for self-reflection. Oh, look at that. She reminds me a little bit of, the Cailleach too, the Celtic, being at the waters, the death goddess. Wow. The artwork, that's what I'm saying. I just wish the artwork went more to the edges because it's very sweet. And so it's a little harder to see on the small print. But we have Ascending to Spring. So that would be the World card, Ascending to Spring. So this will be going from Imbolc into Ostara. So I'm assuming that they're going to have an Ostara and a Beltane deck. That would be nice. It's Rock Pool, Jax, and the cards are pretty. Yes. Oh, sorry, Jax. So they are Rock Pool. And I didn't get a chance. I jumped on so fast, I didn't put the link in there. But I think they were, 22 when I got these. And I ordered these a few days ago. Again, the book is just beautiful, nice, thick, well done, well made. The cards are not, let's see. So they're just a little bigger than, my other tarot deck that I got. So let's see, that's the Baroque. Let's see how this sits with the Baroque. So yeah, they're just a little bigger. Can I just say I love this Baroque deck? Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I read for Tom last night with that. It was amazing. I loved it. Yes, the spring one will be Ostara and Beltane. All righty, more money. So yes, the deck is. So I haven't shuffled it yet because I just got this, but just like the other ones, they're oracle cards. They do shuffle beautifully. They are a little. They are. I don't say tacky, because you have some cards like the two that I just have that shuffle really nice. There's like a slight softness to them, but still has a little bit of a gloss. This one does, but it doesn't impede the shuffling. So I hope let me know if anybody has any other questions. So we have the Ace of Winter Wands. Oh, it's just so sweet. I love this. Two of Winter Wands. See, I want to have a place that's cozy, kind of like Magus's place. He lives in this beautiful castle, like lucky place with the beautiful stones out in the woods. He's got his books around him. He's got his cocoa. I mean, my goodness, you can't ask for more anymore. Three of Winter Wands. So there's a Three of Wands. Oh, I'm just going to love being able to do readings with all these new decks. Four of Winter Wands, and it's a Christmas tree. The Ace of Wands looks like Ukrainian, yes, folk art to me. I was thinking the same, like that Eastern Europe area with, the Slavic, the Lithuanian, the Ukraine. So yes, I totally agree, Beth. Here we got the five of Wands, or Five of Winter Wands. And booyah! There you go. There's the link. Oh, the Six of Winter Wands, the angel. But if you're going to have long blonde hair on the back of somebody's head, at least be able to see their head. I can't even see their head because everything's all okay. Oh, because you can't. So yeah, it's really hard because this brown is the same value as her cape and the background. So um, yeah, those are trees behind her, and you can just see her neck and her arms. So yeah, just maybe a little more contrast on some of these. I guess the artist is Belgian. Okay. Because I know they use several different, a couple different artists. I know this one here is Tajana's. She did the, I believe, the Maven. No, that was Tajana. Tajana, if I'm saying that right, or Tihana. She did the Maven. And did she do the Yule? I think as well. Um, no, Giordana Rose did the the Yule. So this is the Seven of Winter Wands. I like how they're using the candles. That's setting boundaries. Usually people are rushing at you. This is how she's setting her boundaries. She's surrounding her sacred circle in her space with her candles, and she's got her animal totem, and she's got her ancestors coming in to protect her. Yes, Giordano Rose did the Samhain. I have actually, Kristen Louise sent me I believe it was the Samhain. So thank you again, Kristen. I absolutely love the deck. We have Eight of Winter Wands. It didn't resonate with her, but I said, "Oh, I'll take it." So there's the Eight of Wands. And the Nine of Winter Wands. We kind of got a little bit of almost like a little Red Riding Hood going on in there. Love, love, love. 10 of Winter Wands. Yep, this 10 of Wands isn't too heavy. It's a bit of a weight, but she's got all those beautiful candles, leading her. She's almost there. She's carried this weight that long. Darkwood Tarot. I want the Darkwood Tarot. I came close to getting that one too, but I was like, Heather, gotta cut back, especially if you want that laptop. But yes, the Darkwood Tarot. The only one that made me a little sad was, I think it was a bunny. No, it was a fox or something nabbed a bunny rabbit and brought it to the other bunny. I'm like, oh, it's kind of yeah. So for me, something like that. But yeah, definitely Darkwood is a cool deck. That's on my list. And then the one Valerie shared with us today by Trisha James, I went to go see that. I think it was like $75. I'm like, nope, I already spent a lot of money on my Baroque and the one that's supposed to be coming in by December 1st or that first week of December. Wait till y'all see that deck. That's wow. It's going to be like this, having to relearn, at least they're using the suits with the wands, but the other one I'm getting in, chalice. The cups are called chalices and other different, but it's so cool. It's got like an Egyptian flavor to it. So very, very cool. And we have winter one, The Apprentice. So I'm assuming this is Paige. Oh no, Initiate. So that's Paige. There's the Initiate, and she's the artist. Which is interesting because other decks have the Page of Cups beating the artist and having the artist materials. But wands are creativity too. I love that. The Darkwood doesn't have enough diversity for me. That's just me. Okay. But I definitely like the artwork for the Darkwood. And we have Apprentice of Winter Wands. Then we have Artisan of Winter Wands. So that would be the queen. And there's the black kitty. So my Mozzie made it into the deck. And then the Master of Winter Wands. Guess who it is? Ho, ho, ho. I wonder who it could be. I love that. For me, that's Santa. That's the Saint Nick that would go around and, you know, the old traditional, leaving candies and treats and things for the kids in the villages. I just love that. And I share my birthday with Saint Nick too, so I can't go wrong with that one now, can I? So we have now we're in the cups. So here's the Ace of Winter Cups. Maybe if I let my hair go completely gray, I'll get a beautiful ice blue like that. And I love the dark indigo colors too that are in this deck. Go figure. And we have the Two of Cups. Get that one. Oh, the angels in the Three of Cups, of Winter Cups. And wow, look at there's a gentleman in this one. Huh, Beth? Instead of being three women, we have a gentleman in the deck. And again, so for those who were the other day when I was pulling cards and we kept getting the reindeer and the deer cards that kept, after those shuffle, it kept coming up. I shuffled and I pulled myself a card from there today. Same thing. And now I'm also seeing some more reindeer. So I think deer is a very beautiful medicine to have. The basic meaning for deer being gentleness towards ourselves and others, especially this time of year. Four of Winter Cups. There's that one. And this one here, all of them are in front of her, but she's choosing to look away. So it's a little different. But I really like the design and the shapes that she creates too. Like I said, just wish some of them had a little more contrast. Then we have the Five of Winter Cups. We have the Six of Winter Cups. The nostalgia, dreaming about fall. Yeah, that's me. Spring and summer are pretty here, but the fall is always gonna be my favorite. Seven of Cups. Ooh, all the choices to be made. I love how they use the different ornaments on there. Every time I see the Seven of Cups, I think of that line from the Indiana Jones movie in The Last Crusade, where the knight tells him, choose wisely. And he has all those cups to choose from to save his dad. Eight of Winter Cups. And I don't like snakes, but it's interesting how they made her robe become water and then it turned into a snake. I can let that go. Nine of Winter Cups. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, wow, it's like she's pulling back the veils too, almost. Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful. 10 of Winter Cups. Look at like the moon and is that not beautiful? Oh, I love that. That's what Shannon and I would love to have. Ideally, to have a cabin, that would be my dream. And so we are moving to the page, which is the Initiate. So, Initiate of Winter Cups. And looking down, talk about astral traveling. And they included the fish. He chose poorly. Yes, that other guy did choose poorly. Thank goodness Indy chose wisely. So we have so this would be the Knight, the Apprentice of Winter Cups. So this is going to be very different, but that's okay. Oh, and how look at that, sketching or writing, journaling. Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to do Sunday's poetry. Headed to bed. Good night, Krista. Thanks for popping in and saying hi, my dear. I'm surprised as many of you did show up tonight. I thought I was going to be like talking to myself. I would have ended the live and just deleted it. But here we have the Artisan of Winter Cups. So the Artisan is the mother, the queen. And there's this, is that the swan? Yes, it is. There's the swan so the swan and the fox must be maybe the artist's animal tones that they wanted to include. And here, ooh, the Master of Winter Cups. He's got some dragons. We got some Nessies. Make me think of the Loch Ness Monster coming out of the water. But yeah, I thought it was a woman with a big afro, but I looked at it and I went, no, it's a man. So we got, but isn't the colors of Wonder Woman too? I find that a little interesting. Ooh, the Ace of Winter Swords. Everyone's favorite suit out of all of them, the swords. But look at her. Very, very cool. The Ice Fairy. Color the Ice Fairy. Two of Winter Swords. Trying to pull this back. Try to go in so you can see and then pull back. We have the Three of Winter Swords. And well, how interesting is that? It all has to do with a reflection. And then the reflection above is what is in her heart in the reflection. So it shows the heartache from within being reflected from within. That's beautiful. Oh, Beth, I love this Four of Winter Swords. She's curling up under the snow with her fox. They're hibernating together and they're dreaming together. Oh, I love that. I love that, love that, love that. Five of Winter Swords. Such a cozy card. It is. Six of Winter Swords. And she's following the light. Again, she's at the helm of the boat. She's in control of getting herself across those waters to the other side for something better. It's interesting the jagged. I don't know if that's supposed to be lightning or starlight, but it's coming from the stars. But yeah, I like that. I like the shapes. I was seeing stuff like that when I was hand painting my cards last year. Seven of Winter Swords. So those little jaggeds, the little lightning bolts. So those are the swords. Oh, she's got that in the dot. Oh my. Okay, I just saw this back. So she's got herself kind of like a little voodoo, you know, quote unquote puppet doll. And there's a whole bunch of swords stuck into that poor doll. Oh boy. I don't want to be the person that's that recipient. And here is the Eight of Winter Swords coming out of the tree. Not being surrounded necessarily by swords, although the lightning. But she's got her way of getting out of that trunk. Stepping out of that protection, not being able to afraid. Ooh. Oh, now this is cool. The Nine of Winter Swords. Oh, I'm down to two people. I know, Heather's taking a while. She's chatting a little too much. Nine of Winter Swords. Now that's cool. I like that. 10 of Winter Swords. Oh, wow. Kind of like the Rapunzel. It's interesting that she's not on the ground, but maybe she was on the ground and now the only way she can go up, the way she can go is up. So the Page Initiate of Winter Swords, collecting her herbs for the winter. And I love how they have the little the dewdrop, the little bells on there. We have the Apprentice of Winter Swords. Oh, she's not afraid. She's grabbing that lightning bolt and she's holding on for dear life. She's like, damn it, I'm going to get this if it's the last thing I do. Ooh. And we have the Queen of Winter Swords. She don't look none too happy. But I know me some Queen of Swords in my life. So yeah, I can see that. And then we have the Master of Winter Swords. Snowdrops. Thank you, Beth. Oh, Beth, the Ace of Winter Pentacles. Oh, there's my deer. Oh, how beautiful. And she's got the horns too. So we got Ellen of the Trot or Ellen of the Ways. That beautiful. Ooh, 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 ooh. Two of Winter Pentacles. Skating on the ice. Three of Winter Pentacles. Helping decorate the Christmas tree. Love, love, love that. Ooh, let me get that there. A little bird helping too, singing a song. Four of Winter Pentacles. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to really sit down and study these. Five of Winter Pentacles. Yep. That's interesting how they turn the pentacles into snowflakes. Six of Winter Pentacles. Being able to share and give with one another. Nice. Over a cauldron. Ooh. Big cauldron of hot cocoa. Just dip your cup in and there you go. Or eggnog if you like eggnog, like my Shan does. Yeah, he likes eggnog and fruitcake. I gotta get him some for this season. Seven of Winter Pentacles. So the fox is asking, is my food ready yet? She's like, no, you gotta be patient. Not just yet. We have the Eight of Winter Pentacles. There she is working on her spells and her potions and her grimoire. See some yarn there too. Who knows? Maybe some knot magic as well. Nine of Winter Pentacles. Oh, yep. She's happy. She's in her apothecary and her magic room, and she's got her fox curl up next to her. That's so beautiful. That's a very cozy one too. Almost there. 10 of Winter Pentacles. Putting up the Christmas tree. Tradition. Legacy. Page Initiate of Winter Pentacles. Again, doing some more writing. The birds are starting to come around on the windows. You can see a little warmer outside the window. A little bit of a hint of spring on its way. The Apprentice of Winter Pentacles. He's out collecting wood. And also this is in bulk time too, because that's when the lambs and the ewes start to milk and everything. Getting ready for spring. Artisan of Winter Pentacles. Oh, I love this. She's laying out her herbs, drying out her herbs, making, whatever she's making. She's got her little potion bottles and probably her little mortar and pestle there. Yep, you can see her little scythe where she cut her sacred tool to cut the herbs. And then the Master of Winter Pentacles. Possibly another Santa. All cozied up in his. Now this will be the Magus card. Cozy up in his home, surrounded by his books and his little jug over there, probably with some cocoa in it, and yeah. Oh, what a wonderful deck! This is going to take me a little getting used to. Jax, this shuffles beautifully. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's such a delight. It feels soft. It is an inspiring deck. It feels soft. It feels tender. Oh, I love this. So I have three people with me. Beth, Jax, and I don't know who else is still with me. It sounds crispy in a good way. Yes. Who would like a card pull from my new deck? Beth, would you like one, Jax? And I don't know if Janet's still here. I know Kristen had to take off. Or I can just do a collective. Me? Okay. And I can do a collective too. Okay, Jax. What do we have here? And then we can take a look at the book. So you got the Initiate, which is the Page of Wands. So get down on that floor, girl, and start creating, tapping into that creativity and inspiration. And let's see what. Oh, I just love this book. And it's so easy to read. The font is small, but not so super small. So Initiate. So it says here, a very young maiden sits on the floor looking at the chaos of her many unfinished projects. She's bounced from one thing to another, always getting inspired by someone else she's thought of. There are supplies everywhere: scissors, ribbons, garlands, bows, ornaments, lights, unwrapped presents, and more. Just when the chaos becomes overwhelming, her mind sparks with a fresh idea and enthusiasm grips her once again. She grabs her paints, eager to get started before she loses the energy to complete yet another project. And I did that today. I grabbed my paints and my brush and I painted for a bit. So the divinatory meaning, Jax, is the two things the initiate of Winter Wands is never short of are energy and ideas. They're always finding inspiration in something. They saw a color combination they love, a bird flew by in an interesting way, or someone called with a new idea they've elevated 4 or 5 levels. No idea is too big or too small. Someone who is expressing initiate of Winter Wands will charge ahead with just about anything. Sounds like you, Jax, from what I've known or you are known of you already. This is the kind of person you go to when you want to know what's possible, as they will take your idea and give you 20 additional ways to expand it. At the same time, they'll have come up with 20 unique ideas running in the back of their mind. They're exciting and enthusiastic, and when they're focused, they truly make magic happen. However, their enthusiasm is rarely grounded. They have too many good ideas and very little ability to choose just one. They want to do it all, which usually means they end up doing nothing as they are too scattered to get much accomplished. Here, here, I can relate. When you draw this card, it can mean you need to be more grounded. You have a lot of creativity that's being wasted and need planning. But more than that, you're being urged to let some ideas go. They may seem important at the time, but take a few moments to think about how much you really want to move forward. You don't have to say yes to everything. And in fact, you probably shouldn't. Yeah, but this is going to be a very interesting deck to get to know. For me, I think one of my favorite pictures is this one right here. Oh my god, I just love that. She goes, that part. So Beth, would you like one? I have two peeps left. You got to go to bed. You're teaching yoga tomorrow. Okay. Night, Beth. Thanks for popping in. So what I think I will do is a collective. I'll pull 3 cards. Whoop. There's one. Alrighty. There's 2. Oh, these just shuffle beautifully. Okay, so going into the weekend, ascending to spring, which is the night. So this is the, oh no, wait a minute, it's not. This is the world card. Okay. Major Arcana. Like I said, it's gotta get used to this. So the world card. Things coming to an end. This weekend, things are coming to um a cycle has been a successful cycle has begun, has finished, and now we're going to start a new one. And ascending to spring, with it being the world card, is just kind of planning, ahead for the weekend. you just finish the week, taking all what's in, and just kind of looking at the water again, thinking about, okay, what to do next. This is the weekend. I've done everything I needed. Maybe it's time to relax. Or we get the Two of Winter Swords, and the decision needs to be made. So now that that one cycle is over, or the one journey part is over, now, or project, now it's time to kind of sit and decide, and a decision needs to be made about what to do next. And I'm trying to see where she is in this picture. So she's kneeling on the ground, and I'm assuming this is like the waters coming from the waves. So the Two of Swords, just, this might be some difficult decisions to make this weekend. Maybe this has to do with communication with loved ones. Maybe having to have those conversations with ourselves, making a decision of what's most important at this time to follow through with. So this is about really just kind of sitting, listening to, using your intuition. Those swords are also about communicating with our higher selves and our guides and stuff. So really maybe taking time to meditate this weekend, make a decision that needs to be made. And then underlying energy is the initiate of winter pentacles. So it is, a good time when we go into those swords, we get those downloads, we get that information, and then we sit at our desk and we start to write whatever we is that we got inspired to do. The pentacles, is studying and learning. So maybe start writing down, journaling, um, taking a look at different aspects of the decisions that needed to be made. Maybe this will be where you finally decide after you write the pros and the cons, or just, figuring out what to do next, especially creatively as well. And sitting down, maybe working at the finances, now that the holidays are upon us, and seeing what we can do creatively moving forward with our talents and our time and our finances. So that's what I have. And for the two who are still with me, thank you for hanging out and sharing this deck. Thank you, Beth, for hanging out as well. Kristen, Louise, and yes, I love my new deck. Ah. So I am going to say good night. I hope everybody has a good start to your day tomorrow, and I will be back. I believe it is 2 p.m. Pacific time for when Ben joins me for another musical mayhem. No, musical. What did I call it? Musical mayhem and musing. Something is something really fun with the music, and we're going to be tapping into Prince. See if we can get any messages from the Purple One himself, and talking about his life and his music, and hopefully having some good laughs along the way. So, oh, Jackie, you were there. Okay, yes, Prince. So, anything that you might want to ask Prince about his life, please come by and share. Ben and I will be happy to be pulling cards and looking at the positive aspects. The negative makes us who we are as well, but we want to make sure that we highlight as many of the positive things that he was able to accomplish in life, and the legacy that he leaves behind with his music. So on that note, I bid everyone adieu. Have a good night, and hopefully I will see you y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. If I can find, there we go.